from science fiction to fact. So my name is Mark Adea. I'm founder and CEO of Hoppala. Hoppala is a augmented reality agency, and we're located down in South Germany near Stuttgart. We're building contents in augmented reality, and we're creating tools to facilitate the creation of contents in augmented reality, mostly in mobile augmented reality. And we're a member of the Layer Partner Network. There's a lot of stuff going on, mobile augmented reality, from science fiction to fact. So a lot of the stuff we know from movies is actually becoming true these days. I want to, go through some of the projects happening today and tomorrow and pretty soon. Let's start off with today. I brought 7 cases of mobile augmented reality applications that give you a broad overview of what's already there today. First one, very simple, basic marker overlay. This is what we did this one for the Rhône tourism agency in France. It was basically kind of a viewfinder, a point at use case application. Imagine just this, it's like this situation, standing in front of something, you want to learn more about it, you don't know what it is, you don't have an idea what to search for, point your device at it and get an idea of what it is, in this case like a hotel or something. So this is just like very basic application which is about hooking up massive amounts of data and displaying it in air view in a location context. Something like that here. This was done we did that for German Gelbe Seiten, German Yellow Pages, #1 Yellow Pages published in Germany. There's more to it than just overlaying some icons, some dots. Augmented reality is very much about the real-world, spatial, three-dimensional experience. So you want to think about not using just two-dimensional icon arguments, but go for 3D assets. And that's what this guy did here, Chris Minzioni, artist from New York. He set up an art exhibition in public space, put up 3D art objects that you can literally walk around and experience from all angles. And the point is, he figured, this is a quotation of Chris, he said the key element of our application is that the objects are site-specific. So it's location context. This is different than most other digital media that can be easily transferred and shared. This requires the user's presence and interaction with the site itself. That's the point. That's what it is about augmented reality. 3-dimensional, spatial, real-world experience. This was part of a work for Quiznos, which is a restaurant chain in the US. They have like 3,000 stores in there, and they decided to use augmented reality and put up kind of eye candy 3D assets at some specific sites and stadiums and stuff like that, hook up coupons and lead people to the restaurants. This was an experiment. Hoppala Goes Easter was about placing Easter eggs in augmented reality. It was 3D Easter eggs, were beautifully designed, they had sound, so we put some effort into creating some eye candy here. We actually added 2 ways to place this stuff wherever you want. One was using a web interface, on like a map on a website, and the other one was like a simple assistant on the mobile phone. So wherever you are, you could decide, go, I want to place an egg here, do it on the phone, and it's right there. And we measured which kind of access method did people use. And well, kind of what we expected happened, which was kind of 99% of the people did use the mobile access method. Actually, nobody went on the website to place an egg, which tells us a story about the use case. Here's another one. It's about gaming. This is Wombamania. We created that in collaboration with our friends from Superimpose in Düsseldorf. Wombamania is about catching those Wombas, but you need to be careful because there are some of those evil Chukis in there that are disguise themselves as Wombas, and you actually need to find out what it is. Is it a Woomba or Chuki before you go and catch them? And unfortunately, most of the times they turn their back on you. So you need to walk around them to actually, to identify them first and then go and grab them. The idea was we wanted to leverage the fact that it's a real world thing. We wanted to use this to actually move, go, right? One of the very popular projects, you've seen it before, the Berlin Wall 3D. We did that again with our partners from Superimpose. This is a couple of screenshots I did at Berlin. Well, this is kind of amazing. It gives you a great idea of what it means to have a 3.5 meter high concrete barrier right next to you on site, and how, you know, just obstructs, how this thing obstructs your view. This is actually an experience that you cannot reproduce in any other media, like in a movie or photo or print. That's real added value to this new medium, augmented reality. This one received a lot of attention worldwide. It was, you know, it was shown in conferences, it was on the web, you know, it was in print media, it was on TV, and it's heavily used, which was kind of, you know, good showcase for company. What else can be done? Well, this is not a project of us, this is an idea. Of course, there will be advertising going on somehow in augmented reality at some point. It's just like nobody knows, nobody really has an idea how to do it yet. There are thoughts, and I want to point out this one. Did you know that Google received a patent for replacing real-world billboards with their own ads in Street View? It's not AR, I know, it's Street View, but it's close, and might give us a hint where we're going at. So, it's real-world, it's spatial, and it's 3D. However, for us, it's mostly not about the technology. For us, it's about the content. It's about the content, the content, and the content. And the problem with it was, well, at least until recently, that all the technology we have available in the mobile space requires technicians. It requires, if you wanted to go ahead and build contents in AR, you basically needed to be a technician. You needed to be a programmer. You needed to create code. And the problem with that is most of the technicians, well, not all, but most of them aren't that creative. Most of the creatives aren't really the tech guys. So at a certain level of, you know, quality of contents, you know, we need to step over a barrier and open the technology for those kind of people who are not into the tech so much. And that's what we did with a service we call augmentation, which is basically a graphical user interface to mobile augmented reality platforms. It allows you to just upload your stuff, pictures, 3D objects, videos, images, whatever you want, hit publish, and it's there. It's right on the phone. It's basically an augmented reality content management system on the web. This is free to use. You can log it in anytime you want. Go ahead and immediately publish your content. It's been tremendously successful. We're doing consulting and training. We're consulting, you know, we're doing lectures at marketing schools. We're doing trainings at the Hoppala school, and we're consulting, you know, agencies, all in the space of mobile augmented reality. That was today. What about tomorrow? Imagine we don't look for hotspots in a face. We don't look for hotspots on a desk. We look for hotspots in a set of pictures, a set of photos. Let's imagine we're using like 4,500 photos of some specific area, and we're identifying like 3.5 million hotspots. What do we get? Well, we do get a cloud of points in not just any random cloud. Basically, we get a more or less accurate 3D model of an area. And this is how it looks like. So you can see those thingies on the ground. They represent the location where the photo was taken and direction. It takes into account the aperture used when taking the photo. And I mean, you can clearly see that this is Dubrovnik. Okay, In AR, it's all about location, location, and location. That's the holy grail. I mean, current technology is pretty rough, you know. We're using GPS, and maybe we use cell tower triangulation, stuff like that, but it's all still rough. We need more precise location tracking, and there are several approaches to do that. One of them is image recognition, and it's fine. Another one might be this. Let's think of what we just saw and put those pieces together, and we could end up with a new way to implement a very precise location tracking. Imagine, so we had this phone which like receives GPS signals, so it gets a rough idea of where it's at. And with this information, it asks for the point cloud model. Not the whole point cloud model, of course. So it downloads my, the point cloud model of my surrounding, and at the same time it's using PTAM to create a local point cloud model, and it just tries to, it just overlays it on the client device, and the result might be a very, very precise location tracking that can be as precise as some centimeters. It's just an idea. We're on a location conference. Let's see how that works out. Okay, soon. What will be there soon? I mean, definitely the phone will go away. It's kind of silly, it's dangerous, and we don't want to do that forever. Touch will go away as the interface method, as the interface. This goes hand in hand with replacing the device. We won't use phones, we will use glasses. I mean, this concept worked by Nokia. They put their heads around the idea of using glasses as interfaces. Well, the important part about it, it needs to look like a fashion item. We don't want to be cyborgs, right? Okay, well, that was most about it. Thank you very much.